All right, we're taking it back to the weird zone with heavy rain. That's right, guys. In the top left of the pic, we got Haas. And in the bottom right, we have Bly. This is a map that comes to us from the original Blink TVP meta. That's right, the time of Blink being overpowered in TVP in 2014, maybe 2015. Excuse me, I think 2014. Look at the size of this main base and look at how much ledge there is for Stalkers to blink in. Not only that, they can blink in from down here into your natural. Look at how much space there is. Dude, not only that, it's Nidus heaven. They could drop Niduses back here. There's so much bullcrap you could do to the main and natural on this map. Now, that being said, other than that, you come out, your third base is pretty far away. Big feature of these older maps. And then there is the most direct path across is through this canyon, but there is a destructible rock tower. You kill that and it puts destructible rocks there, right? Only 500 hit points, no armor to kill the rock tower, 2,000 hit points, 3 armor to clear the rocks. But if those aren't taken down, you can go through this canyon in the middle of the map, same scenario with a rock tower, and then bam, you're at the natural. But if those are closed off, when you get to the other side of the canyon, you'd then have to divert all the way around if those rocks are there, okay? So it's a kind of funny map. I don't know how it plays out in PvZ. I have no idea what the hell these guys are going to do, but they're both such creative players, such cheeky bastards. I imagine it's going to be dirty. If you do go on the edges of the map, say you go out this side, by the way, there's destructible rocks blocking there. So you've got to go all the way along the very flanks of the map, far right or far left, to come up on the other side of your opponent's natural. So it is one of these maps that is super duper dicey. That's a pool first opening, 6 Zerglings to kick off for Blight. And this is, of course, a very wide choke point. Haas sees it and immediately is like, whoa, turn around, turn around. Turn around, wall out your base. Yeah, I guess he's got to go a second gateway, sure. If he doesn't get the second gateway, the 6 Zerglings could give him trouble. Now, he might be greedy, wait for the Cyber Core to finish and just use his tech structure to wall off. Not a bad choice. He will have the Zealot out in time to block, but you've got to build a building. And he builds a Robo. Now, a Robo is actually a weaker structure. It only has 900 hit points, and look how many Zerglings are able to hit it at once. This is a very greedy move by Haas to try and defend with that. Cancel! He does cancel at the last second, but now there's 6 Zerglings in his base. Uh-oh. Oh, that Zealot can't get surrounded. He's got to be careful. Okay, so he lets the Zerglings in his base. Okay, so this is a really good aggressive move from Bly. He's going to go for the Zealot, and he should be able to clean up that Zealot. Gets it. And now he's going to go after the probes. The Adept is there, though. Surely he doesn't get any probes, does he? Nah, looks like he has been defended now. So well done by Haas to defend this as well as he did. Wants to get that weak probe. It's only 2 hits from death, but doesn't look like he'll be able to get it. And nice defense by Haas. But the Robo's been delayed and scouted, so still a very successful opening for Bly, who it looks like is just droning up on 2 bases. So I think he's like screw taking a third out there. That's miles away. No way, Jose. And he's going to rush a lair. Okay, cool. So Bly's rushing the lair here, right? Up against a Robo 2-gate. Now, Haas, I don't know, does he just get a Prism out? Probably a Prism. He's going to go Twilight after that. Interesting. He's just trying to macro on up. Obviously, he took a bit of damage early as well. His Adept is there. He's going to try and scout what's up. He's going to shade on into the base, and he will see Lair. And he's like, oh, okay, what the hell are you up to? Accidentally attacks the spawning pool. He will go for the drone. Hey, he gets a drone. Not too bad. I think scouting the Lair and a drone is definitely worth it. Though losing the Adept is a little costly when you've only got 1 Stalker at home. Only Gateway unit right now. He's going straight for a Warp Prism. So he's gone Gateways. He's got 1, 2, and 3 Gateways going up. A Warp Prism and a Twilight Council. Surely not a charge drop, is it? Oh, it's a DT Shrine. Okay, he's going to go for a DT drop. Meanwhile... Oh! Elevator! It's an elevator time, guys! Oh my god. Okay, so check this out. He's gonna morph this. At Lair Tech, you can turn any Overlord into a Dropalord, right? So he's gonna turn this into a Dropalord. And if you set this up right on the edge, you can make it so when you tell it to unload, units pop on the high ground, but you can still load them in. So he's gonna hold position. Yeah, right on the edge. So its arse is still sticking out. He's done it. Perfect positioning. Oh, it's spotted by Haas. So he can, as long as, yeah, look, notice he can hop in it from the low ground, but it'll unload on the high ground. That time he messed it up. He messed it up a little bit, but he's still loading in more and more Zerglings. And there's only 1 Zealot and 1 Stalker to defend. He's got to be careful. Oh, 2 Adepts have warped in now. Okay. Bly, it's so far deflected, but he's got more Zerglings unloading. He goes for the natural expand there. He's already got 1 probe. Make it 2, make it. Oh, the probes are turning around. Not a good idea. And meanwhile, the Zerglings, the other one's unloaded in the main. Haas is in big trouble. The double Zergling drop. The elevator is doing so much damage. He sets up that path to drop inside the base, and now he's running circles around it. Dude, remember that it used to be you could actually do this drop when only an evolution chamber was made in early Legacy of the Void. So this is why, like, it was so dominant. The Zergling drop was so sick back then. I really miss those days as a Zerg player. Being able to just abuse a little dark corner of your opponent's base so they don't have scouting. And that Overlord's gonna fly away and survive. It could do another Zergling drop later. I think it's still, I guess with the Stalker there. There might be a little spot in the vision where the pylons can't see. And there's a Spire coming in behind this. Great decision there from Bly. So Bly is still only 2 base. That's like the kind of problem that he's got. He's building roaches on 2 base, still no third. But it feels like, what's he dealing with? Some Adepts coming across. DT Shrine's finished, but it of course has been scouted. It looks like that Zergling did go down. A Forge is going to drop. So Haas is going to try and get into a bit more of an okay macro position. He's going to probe up, recover the economy, make some upgrades. Muta on 2 base is incredibly fast. So Bly has not got that great an economy, but he's saying, I don't even need it, dude. I don't care about economy. I care about being 1 step ahead of you on the tech, and that's what I'm going to do. He's going to do an Archon drop here, is Haas, but already 3 Mutas in the production tab. Make it 4, bit more gas available as well. But as Bly, you got to watch out for those Adepts, because if those Adepts just up here shade into this base while the Archon drop distracts, that could be very powerful. Haas coming in, seeing this 3rd base. Wants to go up into that main, and that's going to prompt the Adepts to move forward. So they're going to shade in. Look at this. This is the distraction. The Archon saying, ooh, look over here. Oogie boogie. Big scary threat, mate. Big scary threat. I killed a roach. And bam! The Adepts are in the natural. Uh-oh. Bly! He's got to respond quickly. The Adepts going absolutely ham on him right now. Okay, they are going to just have a bit of a party. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Okay. 4 drones only, not the end of the world. Looks like he will be able to shut this down for the most part. Archons and also Zealots warping in. He sees the Mutas coming. No way. If he gets up this defense with just a cannon and a battery, that'd be crazy. He's going to warp the Archon and the Prism home. The Adepts did get cleaned up. The Archon and the Warp Prism are there, but the Natural in the open. The Natural is exposed. Bly is going to punish these probes. He gets 2, gets 3. The Archons are there, though. So far, this is an incredible defense. He doesn't have the greatest tools right now, Haas. He's just using an Archon and a Warp Prism and his Micro, but he gets a Mutalisk kill. Haas does not have a lot of things to work with. Cannon and the battery hanging on. The Mutas, though, enough to one-shot probes. Ooh, a little slip up in the Micro there. And he's got a lot of Roaches coming forward as well. He's built 16 Roaches. What does Haas have? He has 4 Zealots, 2 Archons, and a Sentry. The Mutas in the main, once again, distracting. They're saying, come over here, Archons. And he's not watching Force Field. Oh my god, Haas, he's got to Force Field this. Oh no, slow response from him. He lets a lot of the Roaches in on top of those Zealots. They don't even have charge yet. There's no Immortals here. His cannon in the natural is not ready. And Bly, 6 Zerglings at the start. Get in. He does the Zergling drop. Gets in both mineral lines with it. A mass Zergling drop of just a single Dropper Lord. And now, oh, the Prism. He picks up the Archons and loses it. And Haas loses his lead there. Bly goes up 4-3. All right, going into the next map, back to Normie Zone. That's right, it is one of our new maps. We still haven't seen too many games on these maps, but it is a more normal map, more modern as well. In the top right, it is, of course, Haas. And his opponent in the bottom left is going to go 12 pool. Ooh, mixing it up with some more aggression. It is Bly. Now, let's see how this one goes. Gas first. Ooh, that's not good for Haas. For those who don't know, so Haas loves to go gas first, gate, Nexus. And it's a very greedy build, because normally if you go gas first, it means you're not probe scouting. Because the whole idea is, well, gas first? Why is gas first good? It just means that from the moment you're chronoing probes here, right, you've got the gas to mine from. So you got 16 on minerals. You don't want to put extra on minerals at this point. Normally, you might do that potentially, right, while you're waiting to get on up, or you've got a probe scouting. But because you've got the extra minerals in this scenario, from not scouting, you've got an extra probe hanging out. It's like, hey, just get the gas a bit earlier. I've already got 16 on minerals, 2 on gas from super fast. And this is like it's just your gas is smoother. You can get Warp Gate, a Stalker, and a Stargate pretty much all at the same time. Gives you more options, gives you a bit more of a fluid opening. You just have to give up a little thing called scouting. Which I don't know if you guys have heard. Apparently in a game of limited information, scouting is kind of important. Oh, did he notice the drone? I don't think he did. Bly's going pretty all in right now. Oh, he messed up. Bly messed up, guys. He should have put his hatchery down there. Oh, no. Actually, is it that bad? He's going to beat the probe in the fight. Does he put... Yeah, he's going to put it down. Puts the hatchery down. The Zerglings are on the way right now. He's going to try and go for a hatchery behind this as well. He's going up to 12 Zerglings. Now, of course, Haas can wall off. Oh, the probes aren't in the wall. Okay, they are now. Oh, the Zealots there. Good pullback. Nicely done. And he cancels. He says, no worries. In you come, boys. The drone cancels the hatch. He's going to go up into that main base. The drone looks for the extractor trick. The Zergling's just going to try and fight these probes. He's got to do the extractor trick on the other one. Nicely done. Zerglings are going to work on that pylon on the natural. Oh, if he can get that, that'll be huge. Look, the Zergling distracts. It distracts everything in the main base. The Zealot is still chasing that Zergling. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is he just killed Haas? Is Bly running away with this, guys? Has Bly just killed Haas? I mean, his economy sucks, right? He's only on 14 workers. Can he actually kill him? There's no production for Haas right now, but there's only 7 Zerglings. So I think Bly needs to drone like super hard behind this to make this worthwhile, right? And the thing is, there is a Nexus finished. This is not a normal 12 pool. Part of the reason why Haas was caught with his pants down is because he's so greedy and went for a Nexus without knowing this was even happening. And now the Zergling's coming in. They're going to have to waste a bit of mining time. He does go for a third hatch, does Bly, but he also goes for a gas. Ooh, I think that's a little bit of a mistake. I think the gas is a bit of a mistake. I'll talk about it in a moment because right now these Zerglings are looking for as many kills as they can get. And that is none. Not a single probe has died. Depowering the gateway, wasting mining time, messing up the build order. This all sounds good until you see 24 probes versus 16. And that does not seem good for the Zerg player, not even a little bit. The Adept's out now. Look at this Haas just running around. Ring around the Cybercore, pocket full of probe. He's got a probe hidden in the main as well. He might be able to put a pylon up there. Okay, so I'm going to talk about why is this gas a mistake. It's because he doesn't have enough drones to afford it, guys. So if you're going 3 hatch here on such a low drone count, you need to drone really hard or this hatchery is just useless. Because you won't even have enough money to make use of 2 hatchery production, let alone the 3rd one. And you definitely won't have enough drones to actually need the mineral patches because you're going to struggle to saturate this base. So the problem with putting on gas right now is you've got an already very low economy and it's going to get even worse. And now look at this. 2 Zealots, 2 Adepts coming out to counterattack. He's got to build more Zerglings and he's already down 5 workers. So all Haas has to do with this is force him to build Zerglings and it's already a winning position economically. Haas is one of the greediest guys out there. Now you might be like, well, Bly really blundered that one. He's pretty bad at this game. And you'd be right. No, you wouldn't. I have seen Haas do this in so many tournaments versus tip-top Zerg players. They catch him completely unscouting the 12 pool. He should end up behind. And he's like, nah, I'm fine. I'll just micro my way out of it. It's cool. I'm good with chaotic situations. It's my favorite type of StarCraft. He's killing 3 drones already. And can he, if he gets that queen as well, that would be huge. Zerglings were distracted in the main. Now, Bly should not lose that queen. Oh, he's going to lose another drone. You're kidding me. Oh, if he loses another one, that's insane. 4 drones is still really good. Haas is up. A couple of workers. And he's only on 1 gas. Oh, Haas never took a second gas. The Chad gamer that he is. Haas realized, like, hey, I can just get way ahead on minerals in this game. He can go take a 3rd right now, guys. He's got so much money. And he's just going to go across with a 4 Adept pressure right now. There's not that many Zerglings. There's not that much vision. There's a Roach Warren on the way. Bly's trying to catch back up. But look at this, Haas. He's going Twilight. Now he's adding 3 gases at once. So he went super mineral focused. He did a rule of 1 gas build as a Protoss. That's a Zerg versus Terran build. Staying on 1 gas this long? That's crazy, man. Ooh, oh my god, even more drones going down. Okay, those go down. In the main, does he get any? Okay, it looks like the main was pretty well defended. So 4 Adepts for 4 Zerglings isn't great, but oh, no. Make it 5. And a few Zerglings. 6 drones. Are you kidding me? And he cancels it. Oh my god, Bly is taking so much damage to these Adepts. He can't afford this. Oh no, Bly has taken so much damage and Haas follows up with... Why would you go Glaive Adepts here? This is like a Zest maneuver. He's like, well, I did so much damage, so hitting with Glaive Adepts after I've already attacked with Adepts 4 times at the friggin' 8-minute mark when this upgrade kicks in seems legit. I'm like, well, you're far enough ahead it could work. This is like objectively bad, right? Haas is like, well, I understand the game better than you. I'm a god tier cheeser pig. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, probably. I have to ask you later, what the hell? Why would you go Glaives when it's just, it seems like nonsense, especially with +1 attack. +1 attack doesn't really help Adepts very much. It would help Zealots a lot more. I'm so confuzzled right now, guys. Alair is almost finished there. We've got It's when you're puzzled and confused, that one, by the way. It's 2 in 1. It's a mixture. It's a combo, you know? It's like extra confused, you know? Okay, that's a lot of adepts. But Blythe sees it early enough. Can he defend? He needs to wall off his base. He should kill this creep tumor, by the way. I think he should kill off that creep tumor anyway. He can wall off in front, I guess. I think. Yeah. He's got 1 spine in the third, nothing in the natural. But I think with a spine in the third, he's just got to build roaches only, no zerglings. But his gas is so bad. He's got 3 gas geysers now. He's down 10 workers. Blind needs to crush this fight. I kind of wish he counterattacked with all of his zerglings. I kind of wish he had something else going on, because zerglings fighting adepts kind of sucks. Even with a good angle like this, just look at how quick they die. I mean, it does hold them in place so the roaches do some damage. Just feels like, is it good enough? Oh, he's shutting down a lot of the adepts. I mean, they're not killing any drones as well, remember? So the adepts really haven't done that much directly. It's the economy, though. It's the economy. Look at that. He's like, I'm fully saturated on my third. Bly's like, I'm on 45 workers still. Oh, no. Okay. So you can see only 14 workers on minerals there, only 7 in the natural, and the main just slightly under saturation. And it's going to be Blinken +2. The upgrade advantage is massive. +2 attack on the way, +1 just started for these roaches of Bly. His roach speed is on the way. Oh, I mean, if he knew it was just stalkers right now, I think he would go infestors, because Bly's a smart guy and he realizes that Blink is the main problem here. So holding them in position with some fungals could maybe do it. But without perfect information, I mean, he has no idea what the next step is. He's going to try to make roaches and mass them to survive. Let's see those adepts. Kind of wish he jumped in and tried to kill some units, but the thing is, his roach speed's not done, so he's got no mobility. So he's going to send the roaches down the right side of the map. He will try to take a 4th base up here. Much prefer that corner base in this scenario, because he's going to struggle. But I love this choice for the roaches. So as these stalkers poke in, he will run in on this base and try to force a recall. But he gets spotted. Uh-oh. Bly does get spotted. Ooh, that's not good. His roach speed's not ready yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the whole army's coming back. The whole army's already coming back. He's got to trade out as best he can. He's going to stop the robo, but oh no. Roaches without roach speed are just so slow, man. They're such an awkward unit, and the stalker's just going to blink on him. He's going to have to fight. Yeah, he's going to have to turn and fight. Oh, this is... Oh, I guess he at least buys himself some time. Time isn't what he needs, though. He's going to go tunneling claws burrow. Wait. He canceled +1 and then just restarted it. Oh, no. He must have canceled it because he thought Haas was going to commit to an attack. But now he restarts +1 from scratch. And +3's already on the way. +3's are... So Haas is going to have the sickest upgraded stalkers. Now, stalkers have pretty average stats, right? So even with a big upgrade advantage, I always feel like there's a chance to throw the game. The thing that makes me afraid for Bly, though, is he's playing Haas. Haas is one of the best Blink Stalker micro players in the world. I know people don't really think of him as a parting-esque player in terms of mechanics, but he is insanely powerful. Now, oh, there's already cannons. Dude, Haas is 3 steps ahead here. He's like, dude, I know you're going to try and do some tunneling claw bullshit to get out. Oh, the biles. Oh my God. So Bly distracts him and he focuses down a few probes, gets some big biles on the front. He gets 4 probes, make it 5. Not too bad. At least he gets something for those units. He's going to focus down all of these force fields with the corrosive biles. He's trying to bile across the stalkers and the sentries. He will kill all the sentries. He's getting rid of all of the support units. It's just going to be stalkers at the end of this. But there's still enough. And especially with +2 attack versus no upgrades. He's cancelled +1 again. Oh no, the Evo even died. It's going to be Okay, so in about a minute and a half, we're going to have +3 stalkers versus 0-0 Roach Ravager. Bly is also only up about 15 army supply. And remember, people always say, Roach army supply isn't that good. You want to see it in numbers. Look at how bad his army value is compared to Haas's. That doesn't even account for the upgrades. It's just his army costs way less. And that's because it's not worth that much. Roaches and Ravagers are only really good when they have overwhelming numbers. They are a unit to mass up and just collapse on top of your opponent with. Gonna try and get in there with the tunneling claws, but the cannons at each base are very good. Now, this is the only robo, right? So there's no actual mobile detection, so the tunneling claws is very annoying. He also tunneled up behind the army. Bly here! He's trying to break on top. He's also trying to take down those stalkers that were already a little bit weak. He's doing transfuses, biles peppered across the entire army. Nice corrosive biles forcing Haas to pull back, but Haas does it perfectly. He blinks back, he pulls back into an ever-expanding arc, a gigantic arc in multiple directions. I mean, this is so hard for Bly to fight back from here. Ooh, okay, he's going to come forward. Roach Ramage, he's got the third base there as well. We've got Biles coming down. Roach is in the top left corner of the main, just chilling. And they're going to try and pop forward. And he's like, oh, you've still got a lot of stalkers there. No, we'll go back to hiding. And the first observer is finally on the way getting chrono boosted. Guys, +3. Oh no. Let's look at the units lost tab. Units lost tab is already in favor of Haas. 62 units lost to 146. Let's see Roach versus Stalker. 25 Stalkers for 62 Roaches and 4 Ravagers. So, better than 2-to-1 there. Better than 2-to-1 in terms of units. +3's done. +3 versus 0-0. Oh no. Bly's going to try and make an attack here. I think Haas is about to show us the value of the Blink Stalker, guys. Did he just blink forward? That was the dumbest blink I've ever seen. But does it even matter? He's got so many Stalkers. Oh, that's Haas saying, get out. He's blinking on top. He's like, lol, I've won this game. I just want you to know I've won this game. Now, Bly, of course, is like never going to leave a game until you force him out of it. He's like, I'm going to make a Baneling nest. That might help me. Yeah, okay. In this situation, he realized even he's out of tricks. He's like, burrowed Banelings probably won't get me back in this one. And Haas ties up the series again. We got a close one on our hands. Heck yeah. Some people say, fishies, go rest with the fishies. You're going to go have a sleep with the fishies like it's a bad thing. Well, if you get to go on a trip to a space planet that has space sharks and fish and seashells, welcome to Abyssal Reef, the best map of 2016. Haas is in the top right. Bly is in the top left, bottom right for Bly. And check it out, guys. Look at this. There's fish swimming around. There's beautiful coral. We're on the ocean floor. There's seashells. Look, it's beautiful. It's like the best map. Look at that. Isn't it great? Oh, there's little fishies down. There's a space shark somewhere. I'll zoom out. I'll see if we can find the shark. Well, it's not really a space. Look, there's its shadow, which is frozen, I guess, because we don't have vision there. But there's a shark swimming. We'll try and find it later, whenever it's on the screen. So there's seashells. There's beautiful coral. There's fish around your base. And remember, when units die, they will float to the top. Fake cannon rush. No, real cannon rush. Oh, it's a real one. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not going to be able to break out. Bly's going to pull 4 drones. So he's going to kind of force a big commitment. Haas, 4 pylon wall off, gets the cannon up. It's a good start for Haas. But Bly, with a cancel, goes and gets the other base. He's still trying to get in here. He's like, okay, once you see the hatch cancel, maybe you'll let me get rid of the actual, actually kill it. And he actually gets, he could have killed the cannon if he got that earlier. 2 drones there, 1 drone there. As it is, he will deny this cannon temporarily, but only temporarily. And Haas, happy to get this cannon up. He's going to back out of this. No, really? He's going to do the Void Ray battery proxy? Bly doesn't see it. Bly does not see it. You see an extra cannon there. You've got to know, though. You've got to know he's doing something there. He's going to go Ravager's Queens. It's going to be Ravager Queen versus Cannon Void Ray. Does he build Tempest from here? Surely he doesn't. He can't afford a fleet beacon. Because he can only build Queens one at a time, that's what gives Bly a lot of trouble here. He will need to add a Spore Crawler, because otherwise the Void Ray battery is a bit too powerful. Zerglings are out. There's a cannon at home. There is still a big opening there. Remember, this is a double entrance front, right, on Abyssal Reef. And this is going to be... He could build an Oracle, of course, but, not if you're investing in extra cannons. He's got an Adept coming in. So the Adept is going to be able to shade past into Mineral Lines, right? The Void Ray is going to kill Roaches really quick. Queens can beat Void Rays, but not if the Void Rays are being held by shield batteries. Cannons kill everything if you engage into them, but Ravagers can outrange cannons and bile them. What does this all add up to? I don't know. These guys probably have a lot more experience than me or you guys. It's going to be dangerous for both players. Another Queen starts up down at the 3rd base. The creep down here is very effective, but look at that. Yeah, Haas is like, that's fine. I've got shield energy all day. I can do this all day. I can do it all day. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Educate yourself. Yeah, the Void Ray is honestly just seriously going to be a real dick, but, I mean, you don't have unlimited battery energy. It's good to trade hit points early. They do get transfuse energy. So it's a battle of shield battery energy healing Void Rays and Queens getting transfuse energy. There's 2 creep tumors down. Is that too many? Might have been. I think he thought one was going to get sniped. Now, the Ravagers obviously can kind of disrupt the Void Rays. If he gets a kill on a Queen, that would be huge if, and that's the big if, Now, she's the high energy one. He cannot lose her. Transfuse. He's got to transfuse her now. She's kind of bait. She's kind of bait. No play! Ah, he might just lose now, guys. The Adept distracted him up there. Got a drone kill, I think, or got a lava kill. Losing a queen. That's so big. He has to transfuse the Ravager there. That could lose him the game, dude. Obviously, it's 2 hatch Zerg, but honestly, the hatch is almost bait at this point. Haas is going to go Nexus, so I think he wants to kill that hatchery if he can, but he's still down here. He's happy to fight here with Void Rays. He says, you can't get down there to defend that base. That queen gets taken out by the Adept and the Void Ray. And can you really get down there to defend? He biles on one of the batteries. There's still a cannon, 2 cannons, 5 shield batteries. This is such an annoying position to deal with. He's going to try and move down there with the spores. I think that's a good idea. Transfuse needs to go down. Biles are going to go on the cannons and the batteries. Notice he double hits it, hits the cannon and the battery at once, and he's trying to take this down, but loses a Ravager. The natural is going to go down if he can't transfuse it really quickly. He's pulling back and forth. The Void Rays are going to the main. He says, oh, you're gonna save your hatchery, are you? Okay. He goes in the main base. Haas is being so annoying. Oh, the Ravagers are blocking the ramp. Okay, transfuse on the queen. Meanwhile, the natural did not die for Bly, but the Void Ray on the top comes back in and says, nah. It's gonna get that hatchery. Meanwhile, the Ravager's struggling to break this position. The hatchery goes down in the top right. It's hard to follow all the action, but keep in mind, Haas has an expansion finished and he's building 2 Stargates at home. At this point, he's knowing this is going to get broken, and he just wants to be as annoying as possible while dragging this out and getting out as many Void Rays. And I think Bly here, being knocked back to 1 base, it seems like Haas does get the better end of the trades. Looks like that Chad will barely get out of there. Oh my lord, so frustrating. The spores are going down as well, guys. He snipes the spores on the low ground. Haas with an excellent battery cannon Void Ray destruction. These 3 drones going to go back to the main. It's going to be an all-in Nidus Worm for Bly. And I think that at this point, he's trying to feint like he really wants to get down here and break out. And he kind of does. But it's almost like it's one big fake, right? Ooh, the cannon just will not die, will it? Oh, my lord. Okay, the Void Ray is going to finally start to take damage. The Nidus Worm needs to go down. Is he going to go for it? Haas is just so far ahead, 34 probes. I mean, he's basically got this game in the bag. I don't think Bly can expand, and yeah, he's got to go for the Nidus. I don't think it'll work, to be honest. He's going to try and go Hydras on 1 base. He's like, well, I'm going to need enough things that shoot up to clear the Void Rays, and that's all that matters now. The Void Rays, if they see the Nidus, they do. And they even kill the Hydra there, no cancel. Haas right now at full mast, very excited about how this game is going. He's abusing the back of the minerals. I really wanted to see more units floating up to the surface of the ocean, but yeah, it just seems like a ooh, okay, Void Rays getting biled. Oh no, one of them barely survives. So Overlord's there, hatchery as well. We'll see exactly what goes on. We've got Overlord on the left side, Queen's on the right. Okay, infestation pit's on the way. So he's going to try, having the Nidus spotted, he's going to try to still do it. There is 7 Void Rays versus 4 Queens. I mean, I think at this point, we'd be very fair to just say, dead man walking. Yep, you're going to die. Probes can probably fight this if they want to, just to add insult to injury, but he's dead. He's dead. Bly's dead, guys. He's trying to fight it out, but he does not have enough things that shoot up. There are twice as many Void Rays as there are Queens. Actually, more than twice as many. Bly, he's going to try to build some spores, which is the right idea. Of course, he had no idea when the Nexus went down. He didn't have the scouting info. So he doesn't realize, and he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's even more Void Rays than I thought. It's like, oh, okay. I thought maybe I was getting here when these Stargates just started producing. He's trying to kill some probes, but ain't going to achieve much. The probes have already been sent back to mine. Tries to bile the voids, but he could just shift over to avoid that. And the last couple of Ravagers will go down, and with it, Bly will tap out. He's going to build Infestors and... Okay. Even Bly is one of the longest stay-in game players, but even Bly I thought would leave there. I'm like, oh, come on. No Zerg wants to put themselves through this torture, surely. Bly's like, yeah, it's not torture. I just want to see if I can land some good fungals, bro. Bly's famous for not tapping out of games until every last opportunity is exhausted, and it leads to some real bangers, right? There's been, I remember that Bly, does anyone remember the Bly Nina match on Jaganatha? because that was a wild game. It was a couple of Burrowed Infestors versus a couple of Dark Templar or something for like 15 minutes in this base trade where they were both trying to long distance mine with like 3 workers. It was so much fun. Cool defense, like Biles, Queens. The Infestors unfortunately did not have Fungal Energy to help out. And Haas will break the back of Bly. A nasty cannon rush catching him out there.